listen, I don't want to touch it. Tell me, what do you think it is? Is it a zit or a bug bite? Listen, your guess is as good as mine, because I sure as hell don't know. Sure as hell don't know. Y'all, I need to clean up the house. I need to, like, get my life together. I'm getting closer. I'm jumping off of life's little edge. I need to get it together. Get it together. What if I don't want to? What if I just want to lay down and die? Is that an option? Am I allowed? Am I allowed to just lay down and die in the street? Preferably this McDonald's parking lot? Man. I need to get it together. I don't think it's ever looked like this in here. You want to see the floor? I probably should clean that up, huh? Probably should clean that up. I need to put up that laundry. Probably should go vacuum. Damn it. I need to go to the Dollar Tree. I need supplies. I'm out of baby wipes. I need a pair of scissors because I need to give myself a haircut. These don't work. They're dull. They're going to cause more split ends, so I have not been doing myself a service with those. I need to cut. I need to wash it first. I need to cut off like 2 inches. Yeah, probably about right there. A little over 2, maybe 3. Get that dead off. Clean up my layers. I need to wash it and then cut it. So, probably about that much. That's about what's dead. I get so many compliments on my hair. I wish that I could take care of it better, but when you're homeless, you don't have the resources to do what you need to do a lot. So it definitely makes it... I haven't had a haircut in like 3-4 years because of the economy, you know? It's $100 to get a female haircut nowadays. It's ridiculous. Something that takes less than 20 minutes. And God forbid if you're going to dye it, that's going to be $260. You know how cheap bleach is? So cheap. Bleach is so cheap. Toner, all that shit is so cheap. God, this place is packed. Also need to get gas because, you know, always need more of that. I haven't been to a dollar store or Walmart since we went the last time. I haven't even been in town. I didn't even come to town yesterday. I stayed in the car 99% of yesterday. As you can tell by my pale demeanor. I have not been seeing sunshine. It's been so hot. I don't want to be out in this mess. It's so hot, it's unbearable. It's 100 degrees with the heat index. That's exactly when you drop and die. Alright, let's go in here. On the busiest day of the year. Where's my key? Oh, it's on my hip. I need a card. Baby wipes. I need baby wipes. And maybe some snacks. I haven't had beef jerky or anything. I've been starving at night and waking up hungry. That's how it goes. I don't get food stamps, so yeah. I did for a year, and then I cut up the card because the government put me in this position. I don't want shit from them. I'd rather starve, and I do. It's called having something to stand for. Definitely want beef jerky. It's literally my favorite thing at night. Get 2 of those. Actually, I'm going to do 4 because I might not even get out the house tomorrow. Chocolates, sugar-free. Creature of habit. This is the only trail mix they got. It is. I'm just going to do one of those. Does it not have the M&Ms in it? Damn. That's all I got. That sucks. Oh, man. That's lame. They got my bag of pretzels. Nope. Oh, yeah, they do right here. Do I really want these? I've been backing away from like the breads. I do like these though. Alright, pretzels. Oh, is my service going out? Probably. You know, it's crazy. Can't win. Applesauce without sugar. Yeah, my service is probably bad, y'all. I just paid this bill yesterday. I don't know, man. I give up. What is that? Oh, I thought it was sweet. It ain't. I thought it was plantains. It's not. I need wipes, and that's it. So I got pretzels, beef jerky, applesauce, and some peanuts. That'll last me a day and a half. Baby wipes. Baby wipes. That's it. Bare necessities, the modern day necessities. Dum, 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 dum. That's it. Hello. How are you today?
I'm all right. How are you?
Can't complain.
Are you fine?
Yeah, they're actually pretty good.
Wow.
Sounds weird.
Huh?
It sounds weird, but it is good.
It does. I didn't know we had one. I don't remember what the name is. But y'all come in here and something done. I'll find you done. What else?
That'll be it.
1166.
Thank you. I know it got hot today. This whole week's gonna be rough. Boy, enjoy your vacation.
Well, okay.
Stay hydrated.
Thank you, baby. You have a good one.
You too. Alright. $12 for some beef jerky and pretzels. Jesus Christ. I just... can I scream now? So you think it's a spider bite or a pimple? Should I see a podiatrist or mortician or I'm joking. What is a shit. I try so hard. Shit. I said it. Well, yeah, you see my home? You see my nasty ass home? I should join a study on depression. They could have studied me like a rat in a cage over the weekend since I haven't left my car. Podiatrist? What do they do? Is that a foot doctor? What's a podiatrist? Oh shit, what do I pay for? I might as well just have a tinfoil hat and a live electrical current shoved up my ass so that I can make my own cell service. A podiatrist is a medical professional devoted to the treatment of disorders of the foot, ankle. Sometimes it's a foot doctor. Anyways, I'm no doctor. Definitely not a foot doctor. I don't know if I could do that, man. I don't think I could. No, I would rather be out in the elements cutting down trees every day or pouring concrete over dealing with people's feet, homie. Like, I draw the line. Like, maybe I am above certain jobs, okay? I draw the line at feet. I draw the line at feet. I wonder how many years you have to go to school to be a podiatrist. Probably damn 7 to 10. Come on, Grandma, I'm waiting on you. Beep, beep. In your Chevrolet Cruze. Yeah. Makes me queasy thinking about it. People's feet in public make me queasy, much less actually having to deal with them. No. Nope. No, thank you. I need gas. What's new? Hold on. We're going for it. What's new? Every day. Gas, gas, and more gas. You better find some gas money before you're out on your ass with no money. That's my approach. Gas. Hell, when you're spending $40 to damn $70, $80 a day. Why are you poor? Well, this is why I'm poor. Gas. I don't even be going nowhere. I didn't even leave yesterday. I did nothing but sit and still went through 3/4 tank of gas. I did nothing but sit. And still went through gas because it was 90 degrees and I have to have AC. Even last night, it said it was going to be 71. I had to run the truck the entire night. It was so hot. It said 71 but feels like 79. Well, that means it feels like 85 in here. Okay? Like, it makes me angry that the meteorologists are always wrong and they're playing this game with feels like. It's because they get their predictions wrong. So they just says feels like. That's the index. Well, just throw the index at what it actually is so that we don't look completely wrong. Riddle me this, Batman. If it just feels like, then why does my thermometer say 93? Because it's 93. That's why it says 93, because it's 93. That thing doesn't pick up a feels like temperature. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm sounding crazy. I know I am. I know. I'm losing it. Can you blame me? Can you blame me? I'm going to make my bed. So that's my goal today. I have no other goals. It's 2:22. Make a wish. You know what I wished for. Miracles! Because that's what I need. My only goal today, okay, is to make that bed and vacuum that floor. Because I spilled oatmeal, if I'm being honest. Yep, I got oatmeal on the floor. Not wet oatmeal, it's dry oatmeal. Steel cut. So that's what that's my goal for today. Those are my only goals for today, because that is about as much patience as the Lord's gonna bless me with, because he's got too much on my shoulders and the load is too heavy, you know. Mentally, I feel like an Egyptian slave that's being forced to build a pyramid. That's how much weight I mentally have on me. You know, them big old stones that they had to did they float down the Nile? Did we even know how them stones got there? They came from hundreds of miles. I wonder if it was like wooden slabs that they just kind of slid them on. Or it could have been the aliens. The aliens might have just picked them up and just... That's how much weight I feel like I have on me, though. We're getting gas. I'm going. Oh, that clock's fast. It wasn't 2:22. Not me. Wishing for something that doesn't even exist. Alright, let's go. Keys. Trash. Always trash. Oh God. Trash can's full. Oh God. Can I just get my gas without any problems? This guy's gonna sit here behind me so he can be a creep and watch me, even though there's another pump over here. Look. I'm just sitting there looking, even though there's clearly a pump right here. And I'm gonna take my sweet old time. Oh, I forgot what pump it was. I really did. I didn't even look. Selena Gomez Oreos. Look at this. Damn, I forgot that pump already. Was it 14, y'all? Hey, is that 14 all the way down at the end? Yeah, let me do 40 on 14, please. Thank you. I do.
It is. It's a little hot out there.
I know, I'm glad y'all got AC. I can feel it coming through. Y'all'd suffocate in there if y'all didn't have air.
Yeah, for real.
No, thank you. Thank you. No, thank you. Have a good day. Alright. God's still sitting there behind me. Lord have mercy. $2.75. I wonder how long that's gonna be for. They talk about California, it's gonna get over $8. I mean, it's crazy. I wonder how many Americans truly like cannot afford food like me. I really do. On a daily basis, I wonder that. Like, there has to be more out here that ain't talking about the problems they're going through or something. Like, I can't be the only one that has these kind of financial insecurities, you know? To the point you can't afford food. Like, it's bad. It's bad. Like, it doesn't get any worse. You know what I mean? Like, starvation is pretty bad. I just wonder how many other Americans are, like, completely financially incapable of buying the amount of food that they need to actually survive. It's crazy because if you look at who gets food stamps, the majority of those people are obese. So I think that people that are in my situation, they're like me and they don't ask for help, and I think that they refuse to get food stamps too and they don't want to rely on a system. They'd rather go without, like me. So I think a lot of people suffer in silence. I know that I've read reports about Americans having to put things back on the shelves, or Americans switching up the products that they buy because they can't afford the old products that they used to buy, you know. They got me a little over 14 gallons. You probably go through like a gallon every hour just idling, you know. God, it's hot. I can't breathe. I need CPR. I'm surprised. Oh, you see me? Okay. I was just making sure. I thought you was gonna hit me, girl. You scared me. Oh, are you coming in here? Nope. Alright. God, Sunday afternoon at Walmart. Shoot me in the face! What was I thinking? And this asshole's gonna hit me head on. You son of a... No, I'm being for real. My head hurts. I'm being 100% for real. It's giving me a migraine. I'm just making it through the parking lot. God, I feel my neck stiffening. Oh, God. I'm going to make my bed. Didn't I say that was my goal today? That was my only goal, was to make my bed, because I'm depressed. I know I might not look like it. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I feel like I look like it. That's why it's funny. To me, I look depressed. So, you know. Then there's that. I need to make some changes. Alright, we're going to put the snacks up for... Guess when I washed my sheet? Like 5 days ago. Guess what? I still ain't made my bed. If that ain't damn ADHD and depression in a nutshell. The sheet's balled up... The sheet's balled up against the wall in the bed. Look. Just like it would be if you were depressed in a house. Look at the sheet. Balled up against the wall. I'll be going through it. It's okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get through it. Shit, what am I gonna do when I ain't got a bed? It's not like I can just throw the bed on the ground and sleep in the woods, you know? It's gonna have to go in storage. So I'm laughing now because I might be crying later. Probably will be. So there's like literally nothing in this box. This box doesn't, oh, I got one thing of oatmeal left. One pack of tuna. This is empty. I don't even know if I can eat that. Baby wipes. Applesauce. I'm gonna put 2 of these in my glove box. Damn it. This is the unsweetened stuff. Beef jerky goes up front. She said, the lady that was cashing me out, she says, ooh, Dr. Pepper. And I was like, yeah, surprisingly, it's really delicious. It's the Jack Link's Wild Dr. Pepper variety beef jerky snack stick, and it's got 5 grams protein. I love those. And then chocolates, sugar-free chocolates with peanuts. Trash bag, probably gonna need that in a minute. Pretzels. You get 6 packs for $1.25. They're just convenient. There's probably about 10 to 15 pretzels per bag. For the car life, it's great. I told you. Well, that was it. That was $12 worth of stuff. Crazy. Anyways. Alright, I gotta figure out what all's going on here. Jesus. Ooh, caffeine water. Cheers. It was from yesterday. We don't waste caffeine water. Anywhere there's caffeine water, we drink it. Also from yesterday. That's where I tried to wake up and I was just like over it. I was like, I'm just not even getting out of bed. If you drank that much, and I put 2 packs in here, so it was 240 milligrams of caffeine. I drank it all the way down, and I was just like, I can't. Sometimes the caffeine don't work, okay? Sometimes it does, but other times it won't. I can drink like 200-300 milligrams and I just cannot get with it, you know? Yeah, yesterday was one of those days. I just didn't even wanna. I still don't, but I gotta have stuff to eat, you know? Like being out there on the mountain and not having food and stuff is extremely dangerous. It's just not that easy when all of your money goes into gas. I don't know how else to explain it. Y'all have been with me every day this week. Y'all have seen me put into $40 to $70 every day. I can't afford the gas, you know? I would need $2,000 to $3,000 a month to live in this car, and that's stretching it, you know? And I don't even make $1,000, so I simply cannot afford the gas. I can't afford the maintenance. I can't afford the truck payments. I can't afford nothing, and it sucks. It really does. It hurts. Because I've worked my ass off for 4 years to pay this vehicle off, and here I am towards the back of the loan with less than $7,000 owed on almost $40,000, and now I'm losing it. So I've pretty much wasted $30-something thousand over the past 4 years paying these truck payments, and now I'm going to lose it. It sucks. It absolutely sucks, but I have no control over the matter. And matter of fact, this past week has been absolute hell. It's been hell just coming up with gas every day. It's crazy. I've lost 8 pounds since I came back to North Carolina less than 2 weeks ago because of financial difficulties, because I can't afford gas. It's gas. All my money goes to gas. Like, I spend more money on gas than some days I spent on heroin. Like, this is crazy. This is like a drug problem without having a drug problem, because I'm always trying to figure out how I'm going to get more gas. There's days that I have to get gas twice. Like, nobody talks about this. A lot of people that move into a car, they have resources that I do not. They have family, they have friends, they have people that they go and sit at their houses, they have people that they go and chill with. I don't do that. So I am in my car 24/7 unless I'm in a state park or I'm working out in a gym. That's going to change the dynamics of how much money you're actually spending in gas. Do you get what I'm saying? You don't have those community resources to go and spend time and not run the car. And days like today where it's 93, that's what my temperature gauge is reading, you have no choice but to run the car. Like, that is dangerous heat, you know? They have out an extensive heat warning for North Carolina right now. Like, that's dangerous. So, it's the gas. It's the gas. I can't afford it. And hell, I can't afford the truck payment either. $700 a month is still for this at 3%, but, and I'll never get a deal like that again, not in this fucking economy, you know? Like, it's literally the best opportunity for me, and I can't afford that. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I have 800,000 returning viewers every single week. I'm doing almost 4 million views a month, and I don't even make a $700 check. I don't understand. I mean, I do. I understand completely the dynamics of what they do. It's just another outlet to exploit people. 100%. And in my opinion, the smaller the creator is, the more they exploit you. It's like they exploit you, wanting you to prove yourself to them. Then they let you monetize, and they act like it's going to be this phenomenal thing. You know, and it's not. Not unless, in my opinion, you're up to some nefarious behavior. Like, for instance, YouTube donations and stuff. YouTube always sends you these links, and they want you to, like, mention donations. They want you to mention, like, super likes, or they want you to hustle for these other streams of revenue, right? But what it is, like, here's the thing with that, though. They take half of those donations. So they're trying to entice the creator to ask their followers for donations so that they can make half of whatever the creator is given. It's just, you know, things like that I didn't know about when, you know, when I first started my channel. It's, to me, that's scammy. So I just don't like the way that YouTube runs its platform. I think that they exploit their creators, and then they want their creators to exploit their followers. And I don't agree with that. And that's just my own opinion of how my experience has been with YouTube, you know. For instance, like 6 months ago, when I started talking about the seedier side of men trying to interject themselves into my life through YouTube, that's around the same time that all of a sudden I was like shadow banned. I don't know. I just feel like just like with OnlyFans and other platforms, there's like just a seedy underworld that I refused to sign up for. And I feel like I was even further punished by the platform for refusing to get involved in nefarious other streams of revenue. They almost push this behavior, in my opinion. Like we were talking about earlier with the TikTok girl going to meet some dude to sell him pictures. It's weird. I really wonder how many creators have to resort to selling their bodies part-time to weirdos around the world so that they can have a platform, because I know that it happens. I know that it fucking happens. That girl was just shot 4 times and her body left in a Walmart parking lot, for Jesus Christ's sakes. Whether she was selling pictures or whether she was selling her body, her platform on TikTok is what led her to meeting this guy and him reaching out to her and them having multiple meetings prior. It's weird. Extremely weird. You know, and I'm in a position where shit like that freaks the hell out of me. It freaks the hell out of me to think about meeting a stranger and that, like, you know, like, that's weird. Like, that's exactly how you end up dead. And I just feel like a lot of these social media platforms promote this lifestyle. And when you really think about it, it's actually in the benefit of everybody but the creator, for the creator to behave that way if she is selling her body. The customers, the YouTube, well, regardless, let's say TikTok. Let's talk about TikTok. Like in this girl's case, if she was prostituting off TikTok, then the TikTok customer is happy. TikTok's happy. You know what I mean? And I guess she would be happy with the money that she was making. So it's actually in the benefit of everybody if these girls are actually selling their body. It's weird. And it's actually not in the benefit of anybody. I just want to be clear, but that's how TikTok would feel about it. Like, who cares? That's not our business. That's her personal life. Like, and at the end of the day, a lot of those girls that are doing that, even like the OnlyFans girls that are meeting up with customers and stuff outside of OnlyFans and like having these dates, okay? Even those girls are doing it to supplement income because OnlyFans is not paying them. They post the content, but it's up to them to create the followers for them to make money. And it's, in my opinion, exploitive because there's no guarantee that your page is going to take off on OnlyFans. Just like YouTube, there's no guarantee that your YouTube channel will take off. I don't know. It's weird, man. I don't know a solution to the problem. I just know that these platforms exploit people 100%. Alright, I need to put up laundry. Damn it. I'm just going to take the bag out there and shove it. I'm going to dump it out. And I better get all the sleep I can now while I got a bed, because I ain't gonna have a bed in a damn week. And hell, I don't know. I don't know when they're coming to get it. Y'all heard them on the fucking phone on Friday. It don't sound like they know what they're doing. They never damn do. Bunch of dummies. Nobody never knows what's going on. With nothing. There, I made it. It's as good as it gets. I'm done. Goal achieved. God, give me the air. It's hot. I just wish I could just like fly to fucking Laos and start over. I do. I wish I could just go get my passport and just take off. Leave all this shit behind. And pack a book bag with like 4 outfits and be gone. Oh, I'm so sick of living in this fucking country where everything's so damn expensive. No wonder everybody's fucking moving overseas. A hotel stay in Laos in their nicest city is like $5 a night. It's just crazy. How come they can rent their rooms for $5 to $20 a night, and $20 a night is going to be like all-inclusive type shit? How can they do that in Laos, but we can't do that here? It's the same apples and bananas. Maybe from a different place, but you know what I mean. It's crazy. Get you a whole plate of damn delicious food for like 80 cents. Sit down, you can sit down and be waited on. I don't understand. A big ass bottle of vodka for like $1. You can't even get drunk in this country for less than 100. You know what I mean? If you're drinking at a bar, I mean, I don't know about you, 2 shots might do you in, honey, but I need a double shot just to get going. Maybe 2 or 3 double shots just to get going. Hell, if we drinking, we drinking. You know? Like, you can't even get a beer for less than $10. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So how can they sell it? How can they sell me a beer in damn the Philippines for 16, 18 cents? It makes no sense. I'm just sick of it. Everything's so damn expensive. I wish I could. I wish I could just take my ass off to another damn country. Well, now I'm scared because that boy moved to damn the Philippines and they killed him. The TikTok guy. He had a YouTube account. He had like 2,000-3,000 followers. And he moved there. He got married to a girl. And then they came for him in the middle of the night and kidnapped him. He was living in like their red district, which is one of the most violent places in the Philippines. And from my experience, it's not that it's not violent, so it's weird. And it might not have been Philippines. Was it Belize? Y'all, I think it was the Philippines. I don't remember. He's dead. They killed him. They shot him and threw him off a boat. They were trying to rob him. They thought he was and this is why I'm scared to go anywhere by myself. They thought he was some famous TikTok star. Sounds familiar. They thought he was making all this fucking money. And they tried to rob him. They kidnapped him in the dark of night. Who was the YouTuber that recently went missing that was killed in another country? And this phone ain't gonna work. Who was the American that was killed in another country YouTuber? I talked about it when he went missing. Because they hadn't found his body in the sea yet. Elliot Eastman? Yeah, it was the southern part of the Philippines. He was a 26-year-old vlogger from Vermont who had moved to the Philippines. He was abducted in October of last year by 4 men who posed as police officers. He was shot twice while trying to resist the abduction. His body was never recovered from the ocean. You know, it's crazy because Elliot, in weeks before he would be murdered, he talked about how unsafe he felt in this part of the Philippines. He talked about being followed. He talked about stalkers. And then he was kidnapped from his home where he lived with his wife. And they killed him. They said they shot him twice and threw him off the back of a boat in an attempt to rob him. They were hoping to get ransom, and it all went south because he fought back. And I mean, you know, listen, I don't care either. I'm gonna be fighting back too, honey. Yeah, it's sad. So that's why I'm scared to go anywhere. Because I already know. If I already get treated like that here, so I can only assume in another country the kind of target that would be on my back as a Westerner, and then also being by myself and exposed. Like, when you travel abroad by yourself, you're kind of exposed. Yeah, Elliot was his name. Eastman. So sad. Sounds like he knew something bad was gonna happen. Clean out my brush, because God knows, I mean, sometimes I brush my hair. I was gonna wash it when I went to go take a shower this morning, but I changed my mind last minute. I said I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I forgot to get scissors. Shit. I meant to get scissors to trim my hair. I forgot. I got those, but I swear to God, they're leaving my hair dull. I don't want those. I bet I have some in storage in my kitchen supplies. I'll check there. Y'all, the only thing I'm worried about as far as like being out in this heat and stuff is like the heat. Like, it's so hot already, and I don't know what July has to offer, but probably 105-degree days. And that's the only thing that has me stressed, is that I'm going to be living on the street in this heat. Because we went through that for 2 or 3 days last summer, and it was absolute hell. Yeah, I need to cut off like that much. Need scissors. I said I was going to vacuum. I guess we can go try, but I got to use the bathroom first. Is this all the trash? Hell no, I didn't even get the trash out the floor. I don't want to do anything. I just want to freaking be depressed. I'm going. Trash. My lap. Oh, shit, I'm gonna have to get out the car. Toothbrush. Where's the other? I need a bottle of water. I don't want to get out. Toothbrush. Gotta come around. Trash, 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 trash. Alright, I think that's all of it. Out of aminos, out of electrolytes, out of everything. Toothpaste water. Alright, let's go vacuum. I need to use the bathroom. I always have to use the bathroom. why I'm gonna spend my money to vacuum out this bitch. I don't even know if I got the money to vacuum out this bitch. Yeah. I see a $1 bill, so I'll use that. I really want to get that I spilled oatmeal trying to make oatmeal the other morning. I was trying to pour it into a bottle, and I spilt it. So I just want to get that up because I don't want no bugs. Shut up. Bathroom's not available. Gotta go somewhere else. I don't know if somebody's high and died in there or what. Jesus Christ. I got pee. You ever had to pee so bad you got a migraine? Come on, y'all. Go on, buddy. I'm waiting on you, buddy. Oh my God, what is this guy doing? I swear to God, sometimes I just want to ram people with my car. Dude, what are you doing? What are you waiting on? Bro. Come on, girl. You damn dummy. Have I already been in this one to use the bathroom once? I don't remember. I just know that I ran into McDonald's to use the bathroom. I don't know if it was this one or the one down the road. Oh. They get kind of annoyed when you just show up to use the bathroom and you don't spend money, you know? use the bathroom. My neck is killing me. Now, what the flip am I going to eat today? Because I haven't eaten, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to eat. I sure as hell don't have anything in here to eat other than snacks. Y'all. You know, I was watching this special last night and I saw this guy who was visiting somewhere and he ate rat, homie. Apparently it's a delicacy in some places. They say it tastes like chicken. He literally... So he went to this street market in the middle of like Indonesia. It might have been the Philippines. It might have been Laos. I don't know. He went to this street market and he's there filming. He's a content creator here on YouTube, and he goes around the world and he tries new foods, and he goes to different countries that are fairly cheap and he explores. So he's at this street market that looks like a farmer's market in the middle of this small, like, it feels Asian to me. I don't know where it was, but this lady, she's like, oh, you need to come to my house, you know, perfect kidnapping story. Anyways, she's like, no, come to my house. She's like, I want to cook and prepare rat for you. And these rats, y'all, they're the size of a small kitten. I mean, the tails on them sons are about that long. And when they bag it up, they leave the tail hanging out the back. Listen, I would try it 100%. There's lots of meats like that I want to try. I want to try cow tongue. Lots of hearts and livers that I'd like to try. They say that liver is amazing for the human body. I mean, that's what we're supposed to be living on, okay? As weird as it is. I mean, not each other's livers, but the livers and parts of animals. And we don't utilize the parts of animals like we used to when it comes, and especially not in America, but that's the great thing about other cultures is that they do. They appreciate the whole fish and nothing but the fish. You know what I mean? Maybe not the innards, but you know what I mean. I appreciate that. I guess what's appealing to it is like not being wasteful, to having a purpose to eating. Like when you eat an animal and you prepare an animal in a specific way like that to consume it, it's kind of more traditional, and I guess that's like, but also the taboo-ness of different animals that, you know, we don't eat here in the West. That's appealing to me. There's a lot of stuff that he eats that's strange. There's a couple of them that I follow. You know, the guys are lucky because y'all can travel. I can't do that. Yeah, you know, as a female soloer, it's not safe as a YouTube creator to be going to different parts of the world alone as a female. But you guys, y'all can do that. I mean, and clearly even men go missing because that one guy was kidnapped and killed after he moved to the Philippines. But yeah, for women it's a little bit more complex when it comes to traveling overseas and adventuring out. You're gonna have to keep your head on a swivel, and then, you know, things like language barriers can get you into all kinds of hot water situations that might not seem dangerous can turn dangerous in the blink of an eye. Did y'all see the damn, how sad, there was a whole, it was a hot air balloon. There we go. I couldn't think of what it was. There was a whole hot air balloon, I think it was like yesterday or something, that went up in flames with all of these people aboard. They were literally jumping out of the basket and falling to the freaking ground. It was like a bunch of people on there. was like 20 something people. I didn't even know they could get that many people on a damn hot air balloon. What in the note? Hot air balloon where people died yesterday. The basket, it was in southern Brazil. The basket fell to the ground, completely engulfed in flames. I mean, it's sad because people were there. There were people. That's one of them situations where you're up there in the air and you literally have no control of the situation, just like an airplane. You know, if it were free falling out of the sky. I mean, it's worst case, final destination scenario. And, you know, hot air balloons operate all over the place. We typically don't see this. I think this was a freak accident. Let's see. It killed at least 8 of the, I think, over a dozen people that were on there. Is it Santa Catarina? I really wish I could speak English. It killed 8 people in the southern state of Santa Catarina. Lord have mercy on me. I'm gonna sneeze. I'm sorry. I apologize. Excuse me. Excusez-moi. Oh, I'm just spewing gray matter out of my nose. Sorry. My brains. 3 of the victims were actually found holding each other. You know, honestly, I'm glad that they had each other. Because if that was one singular person going through that alone, I would assume that it'd be a lot more scarier than having a loved one to hold on to in those final moments. I mean, it's literally some Final Destination crap. Footage shared by local news outlets showed billows of smoke coming from the balloon, which was inflamed as it hurtled towards the ground. I mean, the video made me extremely emotional because you're literally watching the last moments of people's lives. I got chill bumps. 2 people can be seen falling through the air as the fire started to spread on board the aircraft. First of all, this is not an aircraft. This is a freaking basket and a hot air balloon, homie. Like, aircraft? Is that what we're calling this? With no wings? I mean, and no engine? I mean, I don't know how these things work, but is this considered an aircraft? I thought, I'm just slow. 13 people survived and were taken to the hospital. So it was 21 people in the basket of this huge hot air balloon. And there was also a pilot in there. The crash happened around 8 a.m. local time. The fire started in the basket, and that prompted the pilot to try to land the balloon. 13 people, including the pilot, managed to jump out of the basket when he lowered it to the ground. But 8 were unable to get out of the basket. Without the weight of the others, the balloon began rising again. These people ended up dying. 4 chartered and another 4 jumped out of the balloon when it was falling. And there's videos of this, of these people jumping out of this balloon. Hundreds of feet in the air. Hundreds of feet in the air. Do you know how scared you would have to be to know that how scared you would have to be of what's going on board the aircraft, to jump out and know that you're hundreds. I'm just trying to put this into words. You know, if you jump over that basket, that you're going to die by falling and hitting the ground. You're hundreds of feet in the air. And that's still a better option than staying in the basket and burning. It's like 9/11 when people were stuck in the towers and we watched them jump hundreds of feet, if not thousands of feet, off of these buildings. They said that the 3 people that they found clinging on to each other that were charred, they were hugging each other. Well, there went that off my bucket list. And I think this was a freak accident. I'm trying to figure out why it happened. So the balloon's expected flight time was for about 45 minutes. They were going to be in the air doing like an aerial flyover of this part of southern Brazil. I think it was southern Brazil. And the balloon would be reaching about 3,280 feet. And it cost around $100 per passenger to take one of these little multicolored balloons in the sky. And it looks like that balloon that caught on fire and plummeted towards the ground, all of the regulations, it had complied with all regulations and had a clean accident record prior to Saturday. So it doesn't sound like they had ever had issues with the balloon in the past. So this is a popular activity in parts of southern Brazil. The area is famous for its dramatic canyon landscapes, and they have like festivals every so often too, and you'll see these thousands of damn beautiful hot air balloons in the landscape of Brazil. It's beautiful. Hell, last Sunday they had a different balloon malfunction and kill people. A balloon came down last Sunday. A balloon came down in San Paulo State. Sao. S-A-O-P-A-U-L-O. Killing a 27-year-old woman and injuring 11 other people. And there have been several fatal hot air balloon crashes elsewhere in recent years as well. Last year, 4 people were killed when a hot air balloon crashed in Arizona. Also in 2024, a man fell to his death from a hot air balloon as it passed over Melbourne, Australia. In 2023, 2 people died and a girl. This is proof that people are getting dumber. They ain't got nothing dating back prior to 2023. I'm joking. I'm sure there's other reports, but clearly, if you know, you know. In 2023, 2 people died and a girl was injured after the hot air balloon they were riding in caught fire near Mexico City. Maybe that wasn't their fault. In 2021, 5 people died in a hot air balloon as it crashed into power lines in Albuquerque, New Mexico. That sounds like a pilot problem to me. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm taking that off my to-do list. The video is horrific because you know that there's people in there, and it turns into a ball of fire and then it just falls out the sky. So sad. Freak accidents. I don't know why it happened. It's not saying in any of the reports. They'll probably have to damn do an investigation. Y'all, I need to figure out what I'm going to eat. I need to stop bullshitting. Let me tell y'all about this woman in Virginia, because this was crazy. So this woman and her husband in Virginia decided that they were going to have a baby, right? Where am I going? Somewhere to find food. God, I'd do better to just go out in the woods and bite a deer on the ass. See me out there like a gazelle. Alright, so this woman and this man, they decided they're going to have a baby. This year's their year, and I think it was back a few years ago. So she gets pregnant, they start planning for the birth of this child, and they go to a medical hospital in Virginia. She starts to give birth. She thinks that she is in the best possible medical hands. Okay, these are professionals. And as she's giving birth, her child is decapitated. For the life of me, I have searched and I cannot figure out how this happened, how this poor baby was decapitated. It's not clear if, it would take quite a bit of force to do that, even to an infant. So I'm not understanding how this baby was decapitated. If somebody knows when this video's over, please let me know in the comments, because I have looked high and low for how this poor child ended up in this condition when this woman was in the care of medical professionals. It's confusing. Anyways, that's heavy. That's damn heavy. The worst part about this case is after this little baby passed away, I guess I'm going to Bojangles. After this baby passed away, the medical examiner that performed the autopsy on the child, he posted pictures of this poor baby on his Instagram. You cannot make this shit up. How many years of medical school do you have to do to become a mortician or a medical examiner? I don't know, but you would think someone who has that much book smart would know better than to be posting autopsy photos of an infant on his social media page. So this poor family ends up witnessing these autopsy photos. This woman that had her child accidentally murdered by the hospital then has to witness this poor baby's autopsy photos on the internet. So they're suing the medical examiner for like $2 million, and I hope they win every penny, because first of all, I'm sure that they were shown no grace when their child was murdered in front of their flipping eyes. And then you got the medical examiner over here exploiting their child for his social media page. I hope they win every penny.
It's go time in Mayo. Want to try our two-piece bird dog combo today?
No, thank you. I don't even
Please
know.
order when you're ready.
Can I just do a chicken breast, please?
Can I get you anything else?
That'll be it.
Thank you. Your total is $4.26.
Thank you.
We'll see you at the window.
Appreciate it, homie. Her name is Bojangles. She got that good chicken. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because. Yeah, you know, the saddest part of all of this too was that this woman, I saw her at press conferences. This has damaged her psychologically so bad she can't even speak. She's incapable of speaking. Hey, thank you. All she can do is stand there and cry during press conferences. Thank you. You have a great day. Yep, she just stands there and cries as her husband stands behind her, trying to be as strong as he can be. I mean, you can tell that it's messed them up, both of them. I still, for the life of me, cannot figure out how this happened. Were they, sorry to be graphic, were they pulling on the baby's neck or something? The head? Jeez. I fear for people. You got to give birth in a damn hospital. Well, do you? I just feel bad for people. It's got to be scary as hell. I want to bite of my chicken. I'm hungry and I don't know where to park. My head is killing me. God, it's the heat. Oh, and I haven't eaten, so. Oh, I guess it comes with a biscuit. Jesus Christ. Oh, they gave me a big one. Damn it. I just dropped shit. Who cares? It ain't even mine anymore. Oh, it's spicy. Just a little bit. I'll eat the rest of that later. I still didn't go vacuum out the car. Damn it. I'm going. More trash. I wonder how bad things will get this year economically with everything going on, and how much worse it can get next year, you know? I don't know. And they found another girl, another female Chinese national, trying to bring stuff through the border again. A different girl. They caught a guy and a girl. I think they were from like Michigan State or something, or Missouri University or something. I don't freaking know. Okay. One of them was an exchange student from China. The other one worked at the university, and they had these like biochemical weapons that was like fungus that kills plants, agricultural plants. And so there was another one that was busted trying to do the same thing. She had all of these petri dishes of freaking bioweapons, whatever. Oh, ironically, that second girl that they caught, she was from Wuhan, China. I giggled at that, you know? What are the chances? And she's busted coming through customs with all of these petri dishes with something that was alive that probably killed something else. I can't get it to come up. I got chicken in my teeth. Chicken the China, the Chinese chicken. I had a chicken breast and it is sticking. Come on, man. I quit. The attempts could be part of a biological weapons attack on American farmers and ranchers. Two of them were, Michigan University Laboratory. Two of them were charged with smuggling a dangerous biological pathogen. Who was the Chinese immigrant from Wuhan that was arrested at U.S. Customs for biochemicals? Here it is. Alien from Wuhan, China, charged with making false statements and smuggling biological materials into the U.S. for her work at a university and a Michigan laboratory. Not good. This might explain COVID. We might be seeing the same policy and procedure that was implemented to release that. And, allegedly. Coulda. We don't know. And clearly COVID didn't need no help. That shit spread like the Black Plague, honey. It didn't need no help. Letting it out of the damn lab was just is all it needed. And it just thrived in these nasty ass communities. People don't wash their hands anyways. Seriously, they don't. The amount of times that I go into bathrooms and women just go out of the stall and they don't wash them hands is unbelievable. Unbelievable. People are nasty. So this woman actually had something that was, it's biological material related to roundworms. And she lied to conceal what she had, the biologic material that she had. And those are just the ones we caught. There ain't no telling. Podiatrist. I can't believe I knew what that was. How do you ever know something you don't even know how you know it? My brain be remembering the stupidest shit. I can't remember nothing to save my life, and it remembers podiatrist? Really? Useless information. Useless. Y'all, I'm such a bore today. This is why I didn't go live yesterday. Oh, you know what I want to talk about? I want to talk about Yaser Said. Let me tell you about this SOB. So Yaser Said was actually from, I think he was either Muslim or, what religion was Yaser Said? No, am I not saying it right? He married an American woman. Was he from Syria? Lebanon. He was Egyptian. Shit. Yaser Said was found guilty of the murders of his 2 teenage daughters in 2008. He was a Muslim. Said was born in Egypt and later became an American citizen. Listen to this hogwash, though. He met a girl from Texas, I do believe. She was 15 years old. Even though we have clear laws against a 15-year-old marrying a 30-something-year-old man, for some reason her family agreed to let him marry her. They had 2 children together, Sarah and... Damn. Hold on 1 second, y'all. I can't remember baby girl's name. She was the oldest sister. These 2 girls, they were raised with their mother from Texas, I do believe, and Yaser. But this creep, what in the world? Amina Said and Sarah Said. They were thick as thieves. They were best friends. Those girls were together all the time. They had an older brother, but their older brother was raised completely different than the sisters. And that's common in Muslim beliefs or culture. The men are highly respected and honored, and the sons are treated like gold, and then the women not so much. They're of less value to the family unit, okay? And part of Muslim culture is, not all, but a lot of practicing Muslims believe in arranged marriage. And even though Yaser had raised these children in America, he had been taking these girls to Egypt, back to his home country, to try to get a bride price for them, to try to get a dowry, to try to arrange a marriage in Egypt. These girls had been strictly raised in American culture. Sure, their dad was Egyptian, but through home videos, which, by the way, we're going to talk about in a second, through home videos, you can see that these girls were Americanized. It's insane to think that he would raise them here and then try to lead them like lambs to slaughter in another country. But it has a lot to do with his nature. He was a sick, perverse man. He kept his daughters under complete surveillance. There are thousands of hours of home videos of Yaser making very concerning statements about his daughters. He would be filming them as they lay in bed, talking about how attractive their feet were and how attractive they were. Or he'd zoom in on one of their eyes as they were sitting and having a meal at McDonald's, and he'd be like, "Oh, look at her eyes, they're so pretty." And his daughters are visibly uncomfortable. So as it just so happens, back when Sarah was 8 years old and Amina was 9 years old, they told their grandmother, who was their mother, which, by the way, she was a child bride. She was 15 years old when she met Yaser. And he comes in and he acts like he's going to be this Egyptian prince and take care of her. And he did not. He did what he wanted to do and implemented fear over the family and control over the mother and the daughters. He would hit on his kids on camera, and his daughters would say, "You're being weird, you're being a pervert." Like, they would call him out and say, "Ugh, like, what are you doing?" When they were 8 and 9, they told their mother's mother that Yaser had assaulted them, right? So he was actually charged with R-wording his children. The mother talked the kids into recanting their stories, and the daughters ended up saying, "Oh no, we were wrong. We told a lie, blah 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 blah." Yaser was let out of jail, and the charges were dismissed. Through these home videos that he shot, you can tell how he implemented power and control over these girls by constantly filming them and giving them no right of privacy. He had no respect for their feelings or them at all. It's clear through these I mean, there's thousands of hours. It's clear that he was a pervert. He had messed with his own children. He's in prison now. He actually was on the run for almost 10 years. And he was only 30 miles down the road from where he shot and murdered his daughters in his cab in the middle of the night. So what happened was Sarah and Amina were growing up. They were getting to the age where they were in high school. They had boyfriends. Their father strictly prohibited this because he had been taking the oldest one, Amina, to Egypt to try to sell her. Okay, I'm going to call it what it is. It's human trafficking. I don't care how you cut it. That's human trafficking. It's wrong. I don't care what you want to believe. The moment you start harming people, you ain't allowed to believe that shit. Okay? That's weird. You don't cross the line. And a lot of people around the world believe in a lot of crazy shit. So, anyways, Amina had a boyfriend that she had had for 4 years, and I do believe she was 18 when she was killed, and her sister Sarah was 17. Amina had been dating a guy from high school whose family was aware of the abuse going on in the home. He's constantly hitting on his daughters, probably messing with them, and he is constantly filming them. For instance, Sarah, the youngest child, had gotten a job at a restaurant. Yaser and Amina is sitting in the car, and Yaser is filming through his car window. He is filming his daughter, Sarah, as she is working behind the counter of a restaurant. At one point, Sarah smiles at a customer when she returns the change back from an order, and Yaser gets pissed. He said, "She's smiling. She's smiling." Look, like she ain't allowed to smile. Because she wasn't. That's how much power and control he had over the family. She wasn't allowed to smile at people. That's how sick this son of a bitch was. He says, "She's in trouble." And Amina says, "Dad, that's her job. She has to be nice to customers." And he's like, "No, she's in trouble." I think that it's very telling. I think that he was obsessed with his daughters. I think that he was a pervert. And I think that he was a narcissist. At one point, Sarah and Amina's mother decides that she's going to leave this asshole after 18 years of allowing this toxic environment to thrive. She takes off with the girls, and they're gone for, I think, a few days to a week. And the mother got homesick, and she talked the girls into going back to Yaser's. And I do believe it wasn't long after that, a few days, Yaser had planned to meet Amina and Sarah to talk. They were supposed to meet like in a city area, like a downtown area. Yaser was a cab driver, and he had his own personal cab that he worked out of and taxied around the city. And so the girls get in the car with Yaser, and we do not know what was said. All we know is that Sarah, even after she was shot, she was able to call 911 and identify who shot her. In the 911 call, you can hear her screaming, saying, "My dad has shot me, my dad has shot me." He shot and killed both of the girls and left their bodies there, and he took off on foot. Well, for like 8 years, he was on the FBI's most wanted list, and he evaded cops. Guess where he was? He was 30 miles from where he had killed his own daughters. Less than 30 miles. He was right down the road. They found him in this little rickety damn shack, and they arrested him. And he's been in prison since. But I saw an interview with him, and I've known about this case for many years. It's always bothered me how there's two sides to this. There's some people that believe this was an honor killing, and there's other people that realize that he was a complete narcissist that was thriving off of power and control, and he was a pervert that was attached to his children in a way unhealthy manner, and he was losing grip of these girls growing up, and he could not prevent them from doing that. And that's what I believe. I do believe that his religious upbringing, or his religion, and also his upbringing in Egypt had a huge part to play into why he ended up killing them. But people see different things. Some people think it's an honor killing. Some people see him as a narcissist who was losing control of the dynamics of these girls because they were growing up. He's denied that he done this. I saw an interview. God, he makes me sick. He's just an egotistical, unaware, selfish prick. Okay? He is a 17-year-old boy trapped in a 50, 60-year-old man's body. He's never took accountability for anything. He's never had to take accountability for anything. He literally killed the most precious things God gave him because he was a pervert. He had such an attraction to his children that he could not stand that they had boyfriends. He found out that Amina had this 4-year relationship, and they do believe that that's what pushed him over the edge. And as it just so happened, Sarah also had a boyfriend. So both of these girls had been dating men in secret for years behind their dad's back, and the prosecution says that they do believe that that's what sent him over the edge. That is no excuse, but he was completely losing control of these girls. And matter of fact, Amina was planning to run off with her man, and her man's family was in full support of this because they knew that there was a chance he would kill her. Like, Amina's boyfriend's family cared more about Amina than her own family. They knew that he was a serious threat to society and his family. And lo and behold, he kills his daughters. And he tries to say that somebody was following him, and his story doesn't even make sense because it ain't true, honey. He's full of shit. He's a pervert. He's a pervert is what he was. I mean, let's not forget that he married their mother when she was 15. He was in his 30s. It's horrible. He's in jail now, but hearing him talk about the death of his daughters, it's just crazy how insane he was. He's certifiably insane. Literally, for most of the documentaries, he's just walking around filming himself. He was such a weirdo, and he was always filming the kids, like, in a weird way. You can see most of those interviews here on YouTube. That was him. And these were his daughters, and I'm sure y'all have seen this. I mean, this is a pretty known case. You know, I somewhat blame the mother of these girls because, I mean, okay, how can I say this? She was a victim too. She was a child bride herself. You know, I guess there comes a point, okay, so like for my situation, there comes a point where you grow up and you make the decision. I feel like there's a point that she should have realized that what he was doing, she needed to get everybody out of there to keep them safe, and she didn't do that. Do you know what I mean? And she left, and then she talked the children, Sarah, and she talked the children into going back. I feel like she's somewhat responsible. And at the same time, she was informed that he was allegedly abusing the children. The children said that he had SA'd them, and she still went back. She actually got the children to recant their story so that these charges were dropped. Like, yeah, you were a child bride, but girl, you're still out here making moves like you're complicit in evil. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to be a victim of a crime, but it's a whole nother thing for you to grow up and then you start becoming the perpetrator your fucking self. And every victim, in my opinion, has that crossroad. Are you going to be evil as your perpetrator, or are you going to be a good human and do the right things? And it seems like she didn't even have the awareness to think about this shit in advance, because, in my opinion, she's somewhat responsible for her children being murdered. She took no action. She talked them into recanting their stories when they were 8, 9 years old. And then when they're 17 and 18, they leave, and she talks them into going back. I mean, there is absolutely a codependency side to, I think her name was Patricia, but Yaser Said and this woman's relationship, because she was a 15-year-old victim when she was forced to marry him. So I see both sides, but at the end of the day, like I said, once she had them children, and if she started popping out kids at 17, 18, and Sarah was 18, at this point, then this means that this is like, what, a 40-something-year-old woman. Like, there's no excuses for not protecting your children. Sure, when you were 15, you had excuses, like you're incapable because you don't have the knowledge or power or forethought to defend yourself. But by 35, 40, you should know how to maneuver and operate better as an independent woman in society. Do you see what I'm saying? And I don't understand why the mother condoned all of this. And she is responsible. 100%. Because she grew up and she should have knew better. It's okay to excuse her actions when she's 15, 20 years old, 25 years old. But she was older than that and talked them girls into going back, which led to their death. Of course, he killed them, but she assisted in the murder, in my opinion. I see so many mothers take the perpetrator's side. It's sickening. It's sickening. You know, and I think the wildest part is that men sometimes go to bat more for children than women do nowadays. Women be allowing the perpetrators access to their children. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I don't understand it. I don't want to be around nobody, much less have anybody around my child. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Yeah, women cover up. My mother did the same thing, you know. Ironically enough, that she did the same thing. So I don't know what it is with women not believing their daughters when it comes to a secondary father figure or a primary father figure, their bio father. I don't understand why these women can't comprehend. It's weird. Yeah, their mothers, I think her name was Patricia. I could be wrong. She's responsible. I hate to say it, but just like the woman that just had her 3 daughters killed, she knew he was not all right. And somebody said, well, what is she supposed to do? Violate a court order? Yes. 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 Hire a fucking attorney? Yes. Fight back? Yes. When the father is doing drugs, mentally unstable, threatening to shoot himself and kill other people, and he's also homeless, you absolutely hire a damn attorney and fight back. That boy shouldn't have been around children at all. He was not well, and everybody knew it. More specifically, the mother of these children that he murdered. And he's still free, I do believe. The father that killed his 3 children on the run. Travis Decker is his name. He killed Olivia, who was 5, Evelyn, who was 8, and Peyton, that was 9 years old, near a campground in Washington State. This was just a few weeks ago, and they still have not found him. They've been looking for him. He is like literally on America's Most Wanted list right now. And every single minute red flag was behind this guy. He actually himself was just a walking candy stand of red flags. I don't know what to call it. He was a whole red flag. Like, if a red flag was ever a person, it would be Travis Decker. And somehow he had access to these children. And he killed them. He strangled them all. Zip tied them up and strangled them. And left their bodies in a field like they were trash. I've stated on several forums that this is partially the mother's fault. You have a responsibility as a parent to keep your child safe, and that includes from your spouse. If they are a danger to themselves and others, why would you willingly drop children off with them? He was beyond needing help. He was beyond needing help. He was not mentally well in the slightest. The fact that she willingly handed these children over as part of a custody agreement for him to see the children on Friday for a few hours is crazy. He didn't even have anywhere to take the children to. He was homeless, living out of a car. And suffering with severe mental health problems. Now, an attorney for the family has come out stating, Travis Decker, the father accused of murdering his 3 young daughters near a Washington campground, lacked mental health resources and struggled with post-traumatic stress disorder. Let me tell you something. I got CPTSD, which is 10 times worse than PTSD, and have I ever strangled a fucking child to death. This is crazy. No, absolutely not. We're not blaming this on PTSD. This is evil. I don't know what demon has done seeped into his soul, honey. No. So Peyton Decker was 9, Evelyn Decker was 8, and Olivia was 5. They were killed after they left home for a, quote, planned visitation with their father at 5 p.m. on May 30th. But at approximately 3 p.m. on Monday, they located his vehicle unoccupied near Rock Island Campground. And that's where they located all 3 of the girls' bodies. And once again, I've showed this several times. You can look at him and look at his eyes. Look at the black, the soulless. He is not there. Authorities are urging residents to lock their doors and keep their windows shut. So they're saying, somebody is saying, listen to this, this is crazy. Quote, the courts didn't fail these girls. It wasn't the judge. It wasn't Whitney. It was our system. Whitney feels like the system let Travis down. If somebody would have provided Travis with help that he needed, those girls would be alive. Nope. Sorry, we're not blaming this on mental health issues. Lots of people have mental health issues. You don't see them out here killing their kids. You know, this is something that we would typically see with revenge. It feels like a revenge killing, in my opinion. He was angry at Whitney, the mother. They go on to say that he had some mental health issues and some instability in his life. Is that what we're calling it? Instability? He's living out of a car. He has no job. He has no income. No way to support his children. And potentially doing drugs. Is that what we're calling it? Instability? He had some instability in his life that really led to the restrictions as far as overnight visitation or him taking them out of the area. But other than that, he loved those girls very much. bullshit. The couple who were married for 10 years met online when Travis, would I tell y'all? They met online, a dating app. You swipe left or right, I don't know. He was stationed at the Joint Army Force Base in Washington, and they never spent a day apart after they met. Ooh, very telling. Codependency. They lived in Italy for 2 years and then Georgia for another 2 years before moving to the Valley. Travis Decker's PTSD was something he always carried with him throughout their marriage, but he did not begin to spiral until he got out of the active reserves in 2023. It was Travis who initiated ending his marriage with Whitney Decker in 2023 because he felt like he wasn't worth it. Then in September of 2024, Whitney Decker, who had full custody of the children, decided to seek legal counsel and petition the court to put restrictions in place on his parenting due to concerning factors of his mental health and instability. So she knew. Once, what did I flip and say? If you got the money to petition the court for that, you got the money to petition the court to get him to piss in a cup, you got the money to petition the court to make him mandatory mental health checkups, and if you got the money for that, girl, you had the money to ask for supervised visitation. She just wanted some time to herself. She just needed 1 or 2 hours a week to go fuck off and be Whitney. She would have to hire an attorney to even make those moves. So I want to be clear. She had enough money, time, and patience to put restrictions on him and his visitation rights. And she should have been stripping them. Those children would still be alive. But in my opinion, she wanted some time for herself. In my opinion, I'm allowed to have that opinion. You really have to wonder why she would put restrictions but not strip him if his mental health and instability in his life was so bad. Why are you still allowing him, who's suffering supposedly from severe PTSD symptoms, and you feel like he's a threat to himself? Why would you give him your children? But people tell me I shouldn't be around kids. Interesting. I'm not saying that he didn't have PTSD, but what I'm saying is this is not an excuse to kill your offspring. I can't think of a single excuse. I just feel like if this was you or I, we would have never saw our kids because of our living arrangement, because of the fact that we could not support ourselves in some manner, you know? So it looks like Travis Decker picked up the girls on May 30th, talked to his ex-wife for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then left. He said, hey, I'll see you at 8 p.m. So it sounds like he would pick these girls up at around 5 p.m. and then he would have them back 3 hours later at 8 p.m. on Fridays. Sorry, I think it was Friday. And see, that's the problem. He picked them up on Friday and they went missing. And then I think it was Sunday or Monday they found his truck at the campground with the girls dead. Blah, 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 blah. So he's 5 foot 8 inches tall, black hair, brown eyes that look demonic. Last seen wearing a white shirt and dark shorts. Hold on one second. He was also diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And he was supposed to be taking medication for that, but he was not. That's enough right there to strip his parental rights. When we have a patient that has, or a parent that has been diagnosed with schizophrenia and they are not taking their medication, that is absolutely enough for the state to step in and say, whoa, 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 we're going to take these children for a bit. We're going to put you in a mental hospital, get you back stable on your medication, and then we'll circle around to see if you're fit enough to be a parent. I have never worked for DSS. I should not know all this. My mother did divorces and child custody, so these babies should have never been with him because he was diagnosed with multiple mental health conditions that he was supposed to be on medication for, and he was not taking his medication. He was also supposed to be doing, he was court ordered to do mental health treatment, anger management counseling, and to undergo a parenting plan, but he had been refusing to do all. So the court system, the mother, and it sounds like family services all failed this family. I mean, they all aided in this bullshit. He was also supposed to have a full psychiatric evaluation, but he should have not had access to these children. He was not compliant in the slightest, and I blame the court system and the mother. And of course, she's saying none of this would have happened if he would have got mental health treatment. Girl, bye. You got to be your own advocate sometimes. Like, they told me I couldn't get therapy because I was going to have to pay hundreds of dollars every month, and I found fit therapy for free, and I've had therapy for free for like 5-6 years. You got to be your own advocate. You should have been an advocate for him. If you knew that he was struggling and he's the father of your children, whether y'all were together or not, what's in the best interest of the children? For you to support him. Not financially, but mentally. Help him. Jesus. It's like that's your fucking responsibility. You had 3 children with him. I just love how people pass the blame when it's their responsibility. And to say that this is a symptom of PTSD it's wrong. It sends the wrong message about it for patients that actually have this disorder. It sends the wrong message. In my opinion, he was fucking with meth. If you want to know how I really feel, I think he was doing meth. In my opinion, in my professional opinion, I think he was doing meth. The news ain't gonna tell you that, though. That's my opinion, and I'm allowed to feel that way. His mouth tells a story. I think there was much more to it than what they're saying. I think it was a combination of environmental factors that he was going through, mental health problems, and I do believe, in my opinion, and I'm allowed to feel that way, I think he was also doing methamphetamine. That's just my opinion. I can't tell you why I feel that way. I just feel things. I know things without knowing things. I don't know how I know. I just can feel it. I think there was more to it. And the fact we can't find him now and he's been on the run for weeks is crazy in itself. I'm wondering if he holed up somewhere and killed himself. We see that a lot with people like, Brian Laundrie and people that commit crimes and then they go on the run and then we find their dead bodies in the woods. I'm just wondering where he's at. I hope they get him. I just don't feel like blaming these babies' deaths on PTSD is fair. It takes a certain level of, what's that word again? Malevolence. It takes a certain level of malevolence, even with mental health problems, to do some shit like that. lot of us could never fathom doing something like that. But it does no one justice to say that his PTSD made him do that. That's crazy. So what, you're trying to say that every person that has PTSD is capable of damn killing their offspring? No. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, malevolence. Y'all, what a boring day. What a boring day. Hey, I made my bed though. I didn't vacuum shit. Let's go. Fuck it. I don't want to. You do it for me. Will you do it for me? I'll pay you $1. Oh. Big spender. I got $2. Listen, we might need this to vacuum. Oh! 3, 4. Shit, I need to save this for my gym pass. Sorry, I was having a moment. I was just thinking about, like, when he zip tied their hands and stuff before he smothered them. It's giving Chris Watts. Do they think that they're not going to be busted? Because I truly feel like Chris Watts thought he was going to get by with the murder of Shanann and their children. He killed 4 people. Shanann, is that her name, Shanann? Shanann was pregnant with their son, Nico. If you don't remember this case, I think it happened in, like, Boulder, Colorado. No. Oh, shit. Sorry, I thought I saw... I gotta stop looking at the camera. I thought something was moving beside me. And it happened in Colorado. It was Chris Watts, Shanann. They had 2 little girls, such cute little girls, such outgoing, happy little girls. You could tell from home videos that Shanann was such a good mom. She was pregnant with their 3rd child. And Chris Watts had started seeing some girl named Nicole Kissinger. Come on, Grandpa. We got a green light, Grandpa. Gramps, you bad Grandpa, you holding up traffic. He started seeing this girl, this hussy. And we don't know. Still to this day, we do not know what led to Shanann being smothered in her bedroom that night. I think she was smothered. He killed her in the house. She literally had been in North Carolina for like a week, and something was off with him. Like, he wasn't answering the phone. He was going missing. They had been fighting for weeks. And Shanann flies home. Or no, she had been in North Carolina, or either he had been in North... Y'all, it's been a minute. I think she went to North Carolina to visit her family. She flew back. She had a business trip. That's what it was. And she was coming home from a business trip. And then she just goes missing. But wouldn't you know it, this SOB had done killed her, okay? Rolled her up in a damn duvet. Stuffed her in the back seat of his truck. Under his daughter's feet. His kids were still in, like, car booster seat contraptions. He's got the children in the back. He shoved Shannann's body in the floorboard under his feet. And the babies were still alive. Cece was one of the children. And investigators said that she fought back. And Chris admitted that Cece was screaming, "Please, Daddy, no, please." She witnessed him smother her sister first, and then this child knew that he was going to kill her, and she started screaming, "Please, Daddy, no." I really wonder what makes a person go dark like that. I mean, it's a choice. their bodies. He was working in the oil fields. He like would do something where he'd go out to different oil sites, and he stuffed their bodies in these oil drums, and he dumped Shannon's body about a football field away from these oil drums where he stuffed the children inside. Yeah, this case is very Chris Watts. The Travis Decker case is very Chris Watts feeling without the mistress. I don't know, man. I just feel like there's more to it that maybe the family doesn't want to discuss. If Travis Decker, in fact, did have a drug problem at this point, you probably already realized that his ex-wife, Whitney, he has her full support. She's made it very clear that she feels like he wouldn't have killed their children if he would have gotten mental health treatment. I think she's insane. I mean, it's a huge red flag that you just lost your children and you're not even angry about it to me. Call me crazy, that's fine. I just know that if those were my children, I'd be out for fucking blood. But I guess that's the difference between somebody that has a little bit of sense and somebody who doesn't. It's like a mother who allows the stepfather to abuse the children, you know? Shit, I missed the damn thing. I mean, it's the same thing. You're still covering up for him even after your children have been murdered by him. That's crazy to me. Absolutely not. Y'all, I drove right by the damn laundromat. Whatever it's called. Vacuum. Yeah, so apparently, speaking of, was leaked of Nicole Kissinger, who hasn't been seen in years, and it was posted online. Is it down there? Shit, I can't remember where this place is. Shit. Oh, it's down there. Shit. She had done put on like 150 pounds. She's been in hiding since Chris Watts was sentenced. You don't really see her. She was the mistress of him when he murdered his whole family in cold blood. Prosecutors allege that he killed his family so that he could run off with this girl. Everything to the back. Damn it. I don't feel like doing this today. Trash. 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 Whew, it's hotter than the damn bitch's titty out there. It's hotter than hell. Window covers. Up on the bed. Sneakers. Fan. Oh. Shoes. Man, I gotta come around. I don't want to, but I gotta clean this stuff up somehow. I don't know how to get you down there. Y'all see the oatmeal? I gotta vacuum that. Oopsie. I dropped it. Get changed first. Hold on. How much does this damn thing take? Come on, Betty. some more quarters, girl. Hey, thank you. Hot mama. 125. How much is it? It's $1. It's $1. Got $1. Alright, I gotta come over there and clean the floor out. Hold on. Socks. Cleaning supplies. Computer. Damn. Can't have shit. There's damn dirt on my damn charger. Come off my running shoes. My running shoes. I was a running. You know what that come from? Forrest Gump. My brother from another mother. Hell, we might have been separated at birth. We might have been twins. Ah, for realsies. Sometimes I be wondering if I got that extra one. Alright. Damn, this floor is disgusting. I spill oatmeal everywhere. Well, could have done that outside, but of course I did it in here on the floor. Make it worse. Charger. Here, I'm going to show you the before and after. More socks. Alright, honey. This whole mattress is disgusting. And you know what we're going to do with those. Do you know? We're going to fabuloso the shit out of them. Fabuloso to the rest. Here, I literally just... Can you see me? Oh. I just put it on there. And then I mix in a little water. Swish it around and let it set for about 10-15 minutes. It'll be fine. Agua. More water. God, the sand. There's so much sand on it, huh? I'm actually going to go ahead and rinse these off because if I let it set, that sand's going to be worse. They're coming off clean though, so that's good. It's mainly just sand. Perfect. Smells fabulous. Easy peasy. I need una más. They needed to be rinsed. It was sand. Oh, they look so good. Alright. Voila, magic. Don't let me forget them because I will drive off and they'll fly out in the wind. Here, look at the floor. Look at my nasty mess. So it's clean where the mat's been, but oh God, oh God. The oatmeal, honey. I told you I dropped it. I wasn't lying. When I said I dropped oatmeal like everywhere, I meant literally. Alright, let me put you back up here before you get hot, because sometimes you get hot and then you die on me. Alright, we're going to get down here on the floor. Let me cut this fan on, you sweet pea. I don't want you to overheat, you know, it's summer and all. Alright, let me go get the vacuum. If I go crazy, holding my hand. Catch. Oh, don't act like that. You're used to hoses flying at your face. Stop it. God almighty, it's hot. Woo! feel right now. I gotta get the other side. Give me a minute. Ow, my bottle. Beat the clock. Woo! Oh, I was working like a busy little bee. Oh, no. This shit's looking nasty as hell too, but I'm just gonna stick it back in here because I'm like, it's actually not as bad as the other ones. Alright, I got the other mats in. Woo! Much better. It's all clean. This side looks 100% better. It was disgusting. There was leaves everywhere from when where I've been in the woods. All right, it's not perfect, but at least there's no oatmeal. God, it's hot, y'all. I'm not even exaggerating the slightest. These look 100% better, so that's good. I'm gonna put them back. I just laid this one flat ways. I laid that one flat ways so that I can step on that one overnight. Okay, so it's not perfect. I'm gonna wipe some stuff down, I guess, since I'm here. These have Fabuloso, a shit ton of Fabuloso. This dash is disgusting. Let me get in here. First of all, I need a smoke break. Oh. Jesus, Lord have mercy. Up here. my bad. At least this is a sport. It has like shorts. Look at how nasty this is. What is that? Well, it's either body oil, humidity, or some kind of cooking agent. I don't know. Look at the dirt. Look at the literal dust. Alright, let's clean up, y'all. It's nasty. I think you've seen enough. My hair is really getting on my nerves. Alright. Fabuloso. Anything plastic. Hell, I be cleaning the floor with these things too. I've scrubbed carpet with Fabuloso. I've done everything with Fabuloso. Well, not everything, but just about everything when it comes to cleaning. I've used it for everything. Sponsor me, Fabuloso. You're fabulous. You want your home to smell fabulous? Pick Fabuloso. So your guests don't go. You know what I mean? I got this. Y'all, I'm literally getting sand out from the crevices, honey. Oh. I got sand in my shorts. Sand in my shorts. I got sand everywhere. I told you it's nasty. I wouldn't exaggerate. It's called depression. What's your house look like? Let me see. Shit, you probably got a maid. I am the maid. I'm Cinderella. Without a glass slipper. Cinderella, Cinderella, cleaning my... Cinderella, Cinderella. I'm feeling better now that I'm doing this, but I do want caffeine, but it's too late for that, so... I guess I'll just do it sober. Why do I let it get this bad? I typically don't. We typically clean a few times a week. But, you know, since I don't own it anymore, I kind of stopped caring. What's the point of wasting my money to vacuum, wasting my money to clean it, wasting my money, I guess because I still live in it. Good point. Nostradamus. You got all the answers, don't you? Past, present, and future. I know. I've been depressed. That's what that means. Like, listen, I don't know what kind of depression other people go through, but when I hear depression, I know that they're not even washing their ass and eating food. Or they're eating too much food and sleeping too much. But for real, when I say depression, I mean like, I'm not leaving the car. Like, I don't want to go outside. I don't want to see nobody. I don't want nobody in my face. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to acknowledge you. I want to be far, far away from you. That's my kind of depression. I mean, for real, when I'm going through a depression and people want to interact with me, it makes me extremely irritable. Because it's like, I told you I was depressed, now leave me alone. Like, get out of my face. You know what I mean? Can I suffer in silence alone? God, this car is a mess. I'm going to be here all day. I'm not wasting all my cleaning wipes on this thing now. I'll get what I can. But I'm not wasting all of these. It does smell better in here already. I don't know what is on my dash. It's not coming off. I wonder if that's that coconut oil that exploded. It did. It sure did. Damn top come popping off as I'm going through traffic. I was like, what the I thought it was gunshots coming through the car. It was the top to a coconut oil that exploded because of it. I guess heat. I don't know. All I know is I saw the cap flop up in the air from the passenger door as I was driving down the highway. It combusted. And I heard it before I saw the cap flying. And I was like, oh my God, what's that? Am I being shot at? Probably. What haven't we been through the past few years? Alright, listen. I'm getting tired of cleaning already. I was just not in the mood. Y'all know typically I want to clean, but for the life of me, I just have not been in a cleaning mood for like a month. Probably because I've given up. What's the point of trying? Alright, that's as good as it gets, folks. As good as it gets. Here. Strapping me in. Phone charger. Cleaning wipes. There we go. I gotta plug you back up. You're gonna die on me. You think it's a zit or a bug bite? Should I go to a hospital? Because I'm not. Sorry. Ain't nobody got time for that. $4,000 later, it was a zit. Like, I can see me trying to walk into the ER now. No. Just tell me, is it a zit or a spider bite? Because if it's a zit, I don't need any help. That's the thing, though. They're going to charge you $2,000 just to tell you if it's a zit or a spider bite. Crazy. I'm going to put all my shoes back up here. Shoes. Look back. All that's fine. Well, it does look better. What was that? Did you hear that? I don't know what that was, or whatever. I'm trying to put this dish there, in there. Y'all, guess what I need? You get 3 chances to guess. You probably only need one. A bathroom. God, I feel so gross. Ugh, the heat. Stifling. Well, it does look better, but whatever. Oh. Well, that cost $1. Damn it, Bobby. Oh, thank you so much, Michael Zegler. Thank you so much. Y'all, he left me a compliment. Oh, thank you. It was a super thanks. Bunch of weirdos. I've already learned my lesson time and time again. I'm just proud of that, you know. I need a bathroom bad. I can't decide if it's a zit or if it's a spider bite. It does not have a head. It looks like it has a head, but it does not. Oh, that's not good. It looks like it's getting bigger too. Like, It looks like there's pus in it, but it's not as yet. It looks like a wound. It looks, I mean, it literally looks like something bit me. Oh well. Oh well. What if I made it through everything I've made it through and a damn spider bite takes me out? I mean, for real, what if I get like staph infection and die? Fucking sepsis to my heart from a fucking spider bite. That'd be my luck. That would be my luck. How'd she die? Drugs, prison, risky lifestyle? No, she actually got her life together, had been clean for half a decade, was thriving. She got bit by a spider because she couldn't afford a house. She died. Well, I was trying to outlive my mama, but now I don't know. Oh my God, no! I'd take you to hold my hand, but I don't think my phone will work. So hold down the fort, baby squirrel. Public restrooms are the worst. That was disgusting. Oh, that was my computer falling over. Damn. God, so... It says it's 93, but I think it's 193. I'm literally crying. Feels like 96. I'm about to take my ass to bed again. For real. Put my window covers up. Y'all be seeing the weird ass comments that I get on my page. I've been leaving a lot of them up so that y'all can see how people try to use a woman. That's why I leave them up, because I want people to see that what I say is true. Look at the thousands of offers I've had in the past 2 years. Thousands. I probably get 5 to 10 pervert emails a week. Men offering me a place to stay, wanting to use and abuse you some more. So creepy. I leave a lot of those up because I want y'all to see the truth. It's creepy as fuck. But like, I really need food. There's no food here in this town. McDonald's and Burger King, that's it. It sucks. I guess I'll just eat that chicken. I need like a plate of fucking food, you know, like real food, like a sweet potato, a side of collard greens, 2 or 3 damn boiled eggs, a piece of grilled chicken, a side salad. Like, I need real food. I can't eat shit like that all the time. It fucks me up mentally, physically. I can feel it. The next day, I feel like shit after I eat something like that. It's because it's not real food. Yeah, that's why it makes you feel like that. Because you're not supposed to be eating it, but here I am, eating processed shit, and that'll probably get worse when I have to move into the woods. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do about food or how I'm going to get food. I don't have resources to get food. There's no Uber. There's no way without a car or walking to get resources. So this food insecurity that I've been having for 2 years is only going to get worse anyways. Because I'm about to not have a fucking car, so oh well. I might not have a car to go get food, but at least I'll have money to buy food. I'm sick of being hungry I am hungry all the time. All the time. All the time. I wake up hungry, I go to bed hungry. And I just live that on fucking repeat. Like, I'm starving right now. It's the best way I can describe it is once you start eating what your body is designed to eat, you can never go back to that shit. You'd rather starve than put something like that back in your body. I physically cannot eat McDonald's. I cannot, my mouth cannot chew it up and swallow it. I will gag and throw up before I'm able to eat one of their fucking burgers. It's disgusting. It's not real food. And it impacts my mental health and my physical well-being when I have to eat stuff like that. Even the Bojangles chicken, I still feel the grease seeping out of my pores the next day. It's not good. It is what it is. At least I have my stove. I don't know how that's going to work being in the woods, but I guess the best that I can, to the best of my ability. Also, I need to turn in my damn post office keys, even though that P.O. box is not, I've got it for a few more months. I won't have a way to return the keys once my car is gone, so I need to go ahead and turn in those keys this week so that I don't run into a situation where I owe the P.O. box money for keys that I never returned. And hell, I really don't know what to do about the court date. I guess that, you know, because I've got to get these charges dismissed, and they've already dismissed them, but I have to go in front of a judge for him to clear it. I don't know how I'm going to get there. I have no way to get, there's not Ubers out here. There's not taxis out here. There is no buses. There's none of that here. As a matter of fact, I don't even have court in this county. I have court in the county over, and I have nowhere to get there. It would take me 3 to 5 days to even walk there. Like, and I would have to be walking 24 hours. I don't know what to do about that. I guess I'll have to cross that bridge when it gets time for it. Sitting around feeling sorry for myself ain't never got me no fucking where. Never did. I did that for the first year. Now I have to just laugh about it because it's so unbelievable the amount of work, time, and patience that I've had looking for work. Now it's comical. It actually, I will laugh about this until the day I die. I will talk about till the day I die. Oh, 2024. That's the year. That's the 2 years that I filled out 40,000 job applications and couldn't find work. The economy was crashing, but everybody was just grateful to have Trump in office, so everybody just started living with blinders on again as the world was on fire around us. Oh, I remember 2024 and 2025. I remember waking up 5-6 hours before the rest of society so that I could start my day, so that I could start my damn interviews, one after another, driving from city to city to do them and wasting hundreds of dollars a day looking for work. Yeah, I remember 2024. I'll never forget it. And people told me to smile, keep my head high. I'll find a job. How'd that work out for me? I did find a job. I found a job a month ago. And the people from the internet called and got me fired from my job. They bombarded my company with text messages, bombarded their Google accounts with bad spam, bad reviews, called my employer, made up all kinds of lies, said I was on drugs. But it's my fault I don't have a job, right? I got a job. Yeah, it's crazy. I'll never forget it. You know, I think what the funniest part of all of this is doing interviews with people that just wanted to meet me because they knew I had a channel. Ain't that crazy? Imagine spending $20, $30 to go to a job interview only to find out that it's some pervert that just wanted to meet you in person. He doesn't ask you one question about how you qualify for this job, what you bring to this job, what skills you have that would be beneficial for this job. No. He's only asking personal questions, whether you have a man, whether you're free on Friday. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I've had so many date interviews, it's unbelievable. I would probably say 2 dozen. 2 dozen. And they don't wait till the end of the phone call to be like, yeah, well, I run everything around here and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. They're fishing for you to take the fucking bait to hook up. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. I had another woman that called me in for an interview, and she asked me nothing but about my criminal charges, but it was so weird because it was specifics. And I later found out that she was lying to run back to the internet and tell my crimes. She only said that she was giving me an interview because she knew that I was briefs with Brooke, and she was interviewing me, but she was asking about my criminal history from 20 years ago, trying to find specifics about the case so that she could run back and feed it to the internet. Y'all have no fucking clue the level of malevolence I've had to deal with in the fucking job market. It's crazy. I'm to a point now, if they ask anything about my criminal history, I tell them straight up it's irrelevant. I don't have anything to say on the matter. That happened 20 years ago. Why are you still bringing it up? Oh, because I don't have $10,000 to drop on an expungement. That's why. See, if I had $10,000, I could get that record completely wiped clean, because it's been so long since I've had any kind of criminal charges that the state sees it as null and void. If I had the money, I wouldn't be having these problems. It's almost 20 fucking years ago. Why are you asking me about this? Girl, I thought this was a job interview. This feels like a fucking interrogation. Like, what is going on right now? Yeah, it's always the perverts that run the company. I guess they know my name because I'm honest about my name. I don't know. I don't know how they put 2 and 2 together, but they do. And I've had dozens of those interviews where people knew who I was, and they only either A, did an interview to get me on the phone, to pick my brain. Literally, how boring. Or B, they called me in to have some kind of chance meeting so that they could try to hook up with me. It's crazy. People are sick. Absolutely sick. And it'll only get worse because nobody talks about these problems. No. When women talk about these problems, people want to call them crazy. Yeah, they want a victim blame. It's crazy. Yeah, so I've completely given up hope. What's the point? I don't even have a car to get to work if I had a job. What is the point? And at this point, once I hit the streets, no coming back from it. I'll be in homelessness probably the rest of my life. That's the reality. Statistically speaking, I'll probably be homeless for the rest of my life. This car was my only resource to pull myself out of homelessness. Without the car, I have no way to do that. And that's the fact. I mean, that's the reality of being homeless and how hard it is once you get to the bottom. You know, it's one thing to become homeless. It's another thing to become homeless without a car. It's a whole nother thing to be living on the fucking streets. There's different levels to this shit, as I've been saying for 2 years, as I was trying to save myself from the absolute very bottom, which is sleeping on the sidewalk. But things just didn't work out like that. YouTube does not pay enough. My own followers, you know, don't support me. I don't know. It just didn't work out like that. I have no control over the matter. Any money that they paid me went right back into this fucking car. Every single fucking penny. $600 headlights, fucking $2,000 gas a month. Like, it's exhausting. Just in the past weekend, we've spent hundreds of dollars just in the past week. Y'all went with me to fill up almost every day. People ask where my money goes, and I go to the pump and I show them, and people still don't get it. They don't get it. I don't understand. You know, I don't understand how we're not like I don't understand why there's a missing piece for some people. But clearly, some people must just damn drive Priuses just to work at home and never go nowhere. Or either they got one of them electronic vehicles with the damn solar panels on the fucking roof. Like, I cannot be the only person in America that has $1,000 to $2,000 gas bill every fucking month. My father worked in construction. He drove dualies and F-350s and shit. I know his gas bill, even in the 90s, was probably $500 to $1,000 a month. I don't understand why it's that hard for people to understand. Especially when I show receipts, I show my financial records, and I show when I go to the pump what I'm paying. It's crazy. People just want to bash somebody who's actually trying. That's exactly what it is. People are jealous. They are. Of what? I guess a homeless woman, bitch. I don't see it either. I don't get it either. I don't understand. I don't. I never knew before I moved into a car how much society absolutely despises homeless people and how they treat them. This has been an eye-opening experience. The past 2 years living out here having to deal with these psychos, it'll make you appreciate yourself, I'll tell you that. Yeah, I don't understand why people don't understand how expensive gas is. This is a V8 Chevrolet. It's literally the most like full-size vehicle that you can get that takes the most gas. Like, yeah, you could go get a fucking dually with a Cummins diesel in it or something. Sure, that's going to drink a lot of gas because it's diesel. But as far as cars that are on the road, if you don't get out of here, I'm going to murder you. As far as cars on the road, Chevrolets, Rams, Fords, those are going to drink most of your gas, especially like things that are not flex fuel, and this is not a flex fuel. This has got a 7.5 liter engine in it, honey. It drinks gas like a newborn drinks formula. And it's more expensive than formula. Sure is. Sure is. It'd be cheaper to have a baby than to own a truck. In this economy, at least with a baby, you might get help. If you really need it, they'll give you some WIC. For real though, I think the baby would be cheaper than a newborn would be cheaper than this truck. Let's think about it. The truck payment's $700, the insurance is $150, the gas ranges between $1,500 and $2,000. So it costs on the low end $2,500 a month, on the high end $3,000, and it's gotten more expensive than that before. Yeah. How much does formula cost a week? $100? Let's say $200 a week for a newborn for formula. That's $800 a month. Let's say $50 for diapers and $10 for wipes a week. That's 60 times 4. Okay, what is that? $240. I hope I'm doing this right. I think it would be cheaper to have a newborn baby than to have this truck. That's crazy. What else do you need? Clothes. You can buy those secondhand, half the price. Like, a new tire for this bitch is like $300. And everything's falling apart. The front windshield's cracked. The headlight's going out. Something's been going on with the transmission. I think I'm about to run out of Freon again for my AC cooling system. I need new tires. My brakes are going bad. I need an alignment. I've never even had one on this car because I've never been able to afford one. And I'm due for another oil change. Yep. 2,000 miles. And I just spent $160 on an oil change because this truck takes more oil. So, and it's synthetic. I know a lot of people who don't drive cars are like, $160, you got ripped off. No, honey. You're paying luxury prices for luxury vehicles. Trucks are not cheap. I understand people that own cars that have never owned this is top of the line truck, that have never owned a truck, do not understand that these things are more expensive. When I got this truck, I was making over $100,000 a year. I could afford it in 2021 when I bought it. Well, now I can't because the economy went to shit. My job took a hit. My career nosedive. And now I can't. It's as simple as that. Simple as that. Yeah. The parts alone for this thing are triple the cost of what a regular truck would be or a regular car. You know, that headlight is $600. If I take it to Chevrolet, it's going to be $800. The fact that I got it fixed for $600 was a miracle. That was only because I bought the part and I took it to somebody to change it out. That's how it was $600. It is a specific light. Everything on this truck has been like that. I got a new battery a couple months ago. That was over $300. The AC system, it was the modulum, that was $1,200. Yeah. That's all that I can think of right now. Oh, the sensors. The sensors. Remember just 2 weeks ago we had to pay $250 for sensors. Everything is double or triple the cost of an average car because it's a Chevrolet. And the newer these things are, the more expensive they're going to be to fix. So all you fuckers out here buying these new Chevys, just know that headlight's going to be over $1,000 to fix. It's fucking crazy. How do we go from $34 headlight bulbs to fucking $1,000 headlights? It's inexcusable. It's been 5 years. They act like that's a 50-year fucking financial jump, in my opinion. I'm being for real. That's like 50 years of small growth. And that's still big growth. I mean, for real though. How do we go for $130 for a headlight or $30 for certain cars to a few $100s in the blink of an eye? They say it's because of import-export. Remember when COVID happened, they said the car parts went up because stuff was harder to get. Well, that shit's behind us. Those car parts never came down. As a matter of fact, they just keep going up higher and higher. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't know what to do about it, but I'm ready for them to come and get it. Because like I said, every day that I'm sitting here waiting for them to repossess it, I'm going through money that I don't have, that I could be using on food, that I don't use on food because I have to have gas to stay cool. You know? Sucks. I'm just ready to be out from underneath it. They've already fucked my credit up. They fucked my credit up when I was late for payments and I had to get a deferment. And so I'm just done. I'm exhausted from it. This truck has stressed me out so bad for the past 4 years. I mean, it's just every single day it is non-stop stress from this truck. whether it's cleaning it out, that's got me stressed out, whether it's living in it, that's got me stressed out, whether it's fucking hot all the time and I'm going through all my gas, whether I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to make the truck payment, whether I'm figuring out how I'm going to make the insurance payment, I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to be able to drive because my headlight's out. I mean, I cannot express enough how from sun up to sundown, my mind is in a perpetual state of duress because of the ownership of this goddamn car. And it's every day, all day. And then I also got Alley Financial calling me. I got other people fucking calling me, you know, and my stress from the other people is because Alley Financial has put too much on me, you know? Like, and that's another thing. When I bought this car, like, things were different. Over that 3 years, though, Alley Financial knew that my income was changing. And like I said, last year, I went to them when I got monetized and I was like, let me send you this paperwork. I was like, this is what I'm making. I need to refinance, da 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 da. And they would not help me, but they were the ones initially that offered to refinance me until they found out that I worked for YouTube, and then they changed their mind. So I would not even be in this mess if they would have let me refinance like they initially offered to let me do. They're just crooks, man. They're crooks. Y'all saw what happened with the deferment paperwork back in January. I've got all of those receipts. They don't even want to look at them. They're still trying to claim that I missed a payment when I didn't. And I have the receipts. I have the fucking receipts. You know, here's the thing. They know that I'm not in a financial place to do anything financially about it. But if I were, I could sue the shit out of them and the court would completely give me ownership of this car for the illegal shit that they've done. 100%. If I had the money to hire an attorney, this car would be mine as soon as the court went, the case went to trial, because of the illegal shit that they've done in the past. They've done this 3 times. So they've tried to say that my payments were more than what they were, blah, 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 blah. They've done this several times. And it's illegal as hell. It's blatantly illegal. You cannot make a contract agreement and then renege on it. And that's exactly what they've done several times. So it's just crazy how the poorer you get, the more these instances of illegal, of violating your rights happens. These companies know that you can't do anything about it, and they literally break the law, and there's nothing you can do about it. There's thousands of lawsuits in litigation right now because of the exact problem that I'm talking about. Other people have went through what I'm talking about with Allie, and they had enough money to do something about it, and so they sued them. Good for those people for fighting back. And you know, Allie Financial has already had to file for bankruptcy once. They're teetering on that line again. It's just crazy. I would not recommend dealing with those people at all. They're a horrible company. Horrible. They literally fucked up my paperwork, and now they're trying to say I owe more money than I owe. And I'll never pay them. I'll never pay them until they fix that paperwork. I don't care if I won the fucking lottery tomorrow. I would go buy a new car. Fuck them people. Y'all want to play with me? I'll let this motherfucker sit in a field and rot. Because that's what's going to happen to it. It's got 157,000 miles, 151,000 miles on it. You're not going to be able to resell this. And I lived out of it for 2 years. And it has no seats. It would probably cost them more to get seats for this motherfucker than the fucker is even worth. Think about what I'm saying. Not only will they have to buy seats for it, they'll have to fix the front fender. They'll have to fix the front windshield. They'll have to fix the front headlight that's almost $1,000. It's going to cost them $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 worth of maintenance just to even think about reselling this vehicle. It's not even worth that much. I don't often get pleasure out of being petty, but this is one of those times that I'll die on this hill. I can't wait to see where you end up, Betty. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't afford you, boo. I can't. I would have to make $3,000 a month to continue to live like this, you know? And I cannot do that. So, sorry, girl. You're going to end up in a junkyard rotting to death. Poor thing. So the way that the bank sees it with an old car like this is a 2017. By the time they get it back and they were able to get it in the condition to resell, it'll probably be 2026 or 2027. These things are a slow progression. When they take ownership of a car, it can take months, if not a year or two, for that car to even hit the resale lot. So, and it's going to change hands a couple of times before they get it off to somebody to like resell. It's a 2017. It's 2025. It's like 8 years old, right? Yeah, it'll sit on a lot and rot. Nobody's even going to want to finance this car because the likelihood of it breaking down before somebody ends the end of a loan is highly likely. So all they're doing is fucking themselves by fucking up this paperwork. And like I said, when I called on Friday, he's like, oh, you owe $2,200 and some change. No, I don't, but whatever, go off. He's like, are you calling to make a payment? No, I'm calling to try to figure out when the hell y'all are coming to pick this car up. Because y'all are costing me more money. The longer I have to sit here in it with the air going, the more money I'm going through. If you just come and get it now, then I can save what money I have for food. So they fucked up paperwork. And they admitted it. Of course, they then try to turn around. A different sales rep or collections rep tries to turn around and say it's my fault because I didn't have a fax machine. You know, because they couldn't like email me this paperwork or anything like that, you know, because that's too difficult to do in 2025. They have to make everything difficult. He's sitting there asking me for money as I'm trying to figure out when they're coming to get the car. So clearly they think it's a joke. Clearly they think it's a joke. I told him, I said, you got 2 weeks because otherwise you're going to have to come to another state to find me. And hell, I could probably make it to damn Arizona in 2 weeks. Better hope I don't. The car will be long gone by then. Hell, Arizona, they probably got chop shops everywhere. Don't fucking play with me. It's been a month. You said you was going to come get it 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. I'm ready to make a plan, and I can't make a plan until I'm no longer in the vehicle and I'm walking down the street with my shit. I can't even start living my life until they come get this piece of shit, you know? It sucks. I guess I'm not eating. I guess I got Bojangles. I need real food. I need, like, to cook. It's too hot to cook. It's 100 degrees. I guess I'll just eat that chicken later. I know one thing, this fucking heat's gonna kill me. It liked to kill me last summer, even with AC. I can only imagine how bad it's gonna be. I've already mentally prepared. I mentally prepared 3 weeks ago when I told Allie to go fuck themselves. I'll add them to the list. What a boring Sunday. I'm ready to get in the bed. I'm gonna go wash my makeup off. I had to get up early and wash my hair. I got school stuff to do in the morning. I wonder what I made on my test from Friday. And at my school, they don't do anything. Like, they don't honor anybody that's, like, made honor roll or anything like that. You know how, like, colleges, they have, like, valedictorian and all of that? Is it valedict or valedict? I think it's valedict. Jesus Christ. Every time I say it, I have to go and look it up. Is it valedictorian? Valedictorian. They don't do anything like that, which is kind of weird, but whatever. I mean, I was just curious about it, so I'd asked. They don't have like honors programs and stuff. Like they don't acknowledge their students in that way. Like for graduation and stuff, there's no big ceremony or anything. So that kind of sucks, but it is free tuition, so I'm not complaining. I'm sure for those events are not cheap, and you know, someone like me whose my tuition was covered for free, it's asking a bit much to think that they're going to have like ceremonies and graduations for an online school. And that's another thing. I don't know what's going to happen with school. And another thing I was thinking, my computer, my Dell computer, I'm scared to leave that in my storage shed for long periods of time. There's no telling what this heat will do to that computer. It's not a storage, climate controlled facility. And it's not like I can change that now, because I've already paid for like 2 months in advance. And I have no way to change that now. Where my stuff is the safest spot, the closest to me, and the cheapest price. But I'm going to have to put my computer in storage, which is going to halt all of my schooling. But I have no control over it. There is no alternative. I mean, there is. I can go strip and sell my body on the streets and end up back on drugs and probably die. So exciting. I mean, I'm being for real. What's the alternative? I have no choice. This is just the way things are. This is the way things have always been. You know, I really don't know why I was so upset last year. I guess it was the reality of, you know, losing my life savings, my land, and my home all at once that really, like, put me into a state of complex post-traumatic stress disorder. But when I really think about it, I've been on the streets my whole life, so it's no surprise. This is not the first time I've been homeless. I've been homeless more than I've ever had a home. As a matter of fact, I've never had a home. Not once. So, I don't know why I was so upset last year. This is like normal, you know? It's unfortunate, but this is what happens to foster kids. This is what happens to kids that are abused. I mean, statistically speaking, I'm glad that I've learned about all of that stuff and I understand these systems better and why people end up on the street in my position, because it's helped me deal with the reality of it. To try so hard and to do so good to still have everything implode is crazy. I mean, it's psychological torture to change everything, to do a 360, to get clean, to isolate from toxic people, even cutting friends and family out so that you can save yourself. To change everything and to have everything taken from you is crazy. I mean, it's oxymoronic, but I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that tries and constantly fails. Yeah, I don't know why I was so surprised. I guess it's shocking to work as hard and then for as many years as I did and to squirrel back money towards a future and then to have the rug pulled out from underneath you. I guess that was the most shocking part. The level of betrayal, you know, I guess that's the shocking part, is to think, you know, because people tell you, oh, I love you, I care about you, and then to have those very same people stab you in the back. I guess that was the shocking part. I guess that's what sent me into like post-traumatic stress disorder. But I shouldn't have been shocked, because nobody's ever been loyal to me. Not one person. I've never had one true friend. I've never had a family member that was loyal to me. I've never met anybody that was loyal. Every person I've ever come in contact with had nefarious reasons for wanting to be around me. Absolutely used me. I've never had the level of loyal that I offer. Ever. But that's also why I stay to myself. Because I see people for who they are. They don't even have to tell me. I watch their actions. I watch how they treat others. I pay attention to how they treat me. The world's an evil place. More evil than good. Y'all, I'm about to go. I'm about to go to bed. Seriously, I'm gonna go wash my face, put my window covers up, and be depressed. That's all I can do. Go wonder why people like Travis Decker can have access to their children. Crazy. It's fucking crazy. Yeah, 10 years ago, he would have never saw them children. It's so crazy how the court system has even went like gentle parenting. The court system has went gentle justice, let me tell you. And children are being killed because of it. And people. We've got a gentle system. Yeah, I'm gonna go relax and be concerned about this bite. If that's a zit, that is a major zit. I'm wondering if I should put Neosporin or zit cream. I guess I'll wash my face and see how it looks. That really sucks. I hope it's not a spider bite or something worse. If it starts to spread, or if it gets a red ring around it, then I'm gonna have to go to the doctor. But right now, it looks like it could be a bite, and then at a different angle, it looks like it might be a zit. Like a really, usually my zits don't look like that though. It already looks infected to me. Listen, I'm finicky. My face rarely breaks out. I usually get periods about this time of month, but not like that. But I'm just wondering if it's in a compromising position, because I don't think I've ever had a zit right there, and maybe that's why. I don't know. I'm gonna wash it and pay attention to it and just hope that it's not some new species of something that's gonna make my skin rot off. I swear to God, it's always something. I felt it coming up on Friday, and then yesterday I really noticed it was like getting bad, and I'm like, is that a zit? Like, it looks more like a bite. We'll see. Even if it is a bite, it might just go down and heal up on its own. I'm not gonna worry about it unless it damn starts to spread. You know what I mean? But anyways, we'll talk tomorrow. I'm glad that I got my phone back on. It's been off, and then these don't have service because I'm out of data. Ow! So I got that phone back on yesterday, so maybe my service will be a little bit better now and we can talk tomorrow. I have a lot I need to do. I need to go by the bank. I need to do schoolwork. I need to download all of my reading equipment or my reading assignments for the week. So even if I don't have Wi-Fi, I can read my schoolwork and all of the literature that I need for my tests and stuff for the week, for my assignments. I can't download my assignments, but I can download all of my reading literature, which is 90% of what I have to do. So that's good. I can go ahead and get a head start on Monday's schoolwork, which doesn't drop till 5 p.m. But I still have stuff that I have to do early morning. So anyways, I love you guys, and please pray for me. Thanks for cleaning out the car with me. It does look better. It really does. There's hair everywhere, but it does look better. Thanks for motivating me to clean out the car. Oh, and we got snacks. We got beef jerky and chicken. Snacks. And we will talk tomorrow. I hope you guys have a good Sunday night. Be safe out there. And pray for me, because God knows I need it, and I'm praying for y'all. And y'all be safe. Bye, y'all. Happy Sunday.